Hello there, Lynx here, welcome to Tenkiame. It's another day on our summer vacation in the mountains, in our grandparents' house. Grandparents that are currently not around because they went on the trip themselves. And we are alone with two fox girls. Let's see what we are going to do in the next days. A gentle breeze flowing from somewhere shook the porch wind chimes. The temperature was also hot and humid today, but the wind was nice. I spent the summer days relaxing. Mindlessly watching the garden from the porch was simply not possible in the city. True. In the first place, most of the houses don't even have porches, let alone gardens, which sucks. In that way, this time seemed to be very valuable to me. In such a situation, I would have drink iced tea. I haven't had anything to drink yet since I came home from work. I'm thirsty. Water! I heard the sound of something light being placed down during my mumbling. I looked over and there was the iced tea that I'd been wanting. Thank you. I thanked her and glanced downwards at it. Water droplets were forming on the outside of the glass from the day's heat. I always appreciate that. A simple interaction, but somehow blunt behavior. At first I was bothered by that kind of attitude of hers, but recently I might have gotten used to it a little. Before I knew it, she sat down next to me and we gazed at the garden together. Well, this is usual, and I don't really mind. Every time I'm cooling off on the porch, she brings iced tea without saying anything. And we relaxed until evening, listening to the sound of the wind chimes. That's what we've been doing recently. I don't know exactly when we started doing it, but I noticed that's how it naturally always is. I don't feel bad about anything. Rather, I feel good during this calm time. Her legs extended and alternately kicked at the air while asking me about the tea. In accordance with the movement of her legs, her bushy tail also shook, swaying right to left, left to right. Yeah, that's right. The tea which she had brought. There were even more droplets on the glass than before. Well, I'll have some. God, are you serious? I guess it's true. Right. Yeah, the taste was just normal iced tea, but even though it tasted like regular iced tea, I couldn't really know what was in it. No, nothing. Too close! When she stares me so much I can't speak. Also, some things were pressing on my shoulder. Two soft roots forming a hefty bulge. This is... She might not have noticed that they were pressing into me. However, because this is Con, she might have been doing it on purpose. Apparently, she liked kissing me like that. Anyway, could you give me a little space? Yeah, why? Exactly, dude. Well, if we're too close, it's more hot, don't you think? Hehe. I'm hot for... Con seems to be a bit aggressive when there is something that she wants. Good. Although it seems that she won't cross the line too much. I like her. Con teased me a lot, but also respected me. Or so you thought. From that, I occasionally felt that she was mature. What's that?
なんかこうワクワクしない？
No, it isn't.
そうかな。
Yes, it is.
割といいと思ってたんだけど。
By the way, it means what you were doing before was on purpose, right?
さっきのって？何のことかな？
I noticed my slip of the tongue, and when I turned to her, it appeared her eyes became that of a hunter. That means...
どれ？
I said it's too close. And again, they seem to be approaching. Oh no! Oh yes. My face is quite hot like a fire. Con is a fox, but also a girl. And touching girl's chest is exciting as a man. Yeah. There was nothing I could do about it for.
ねえ、どれのことかな？
A voice whispering in my ear. My heart suddenly raced. No, your softness is touching my shoulders. What am I talking about? It makes no sense. Ha.
何それ？何言ってるの？
She laughed. She laughed in that way. It was new to me to see her laugh in such a way.
面白かった。青ってば本気で焦ってるんだもん。
Well, anybody would be embarrassed if it happened to them. If there are other guys my age who can survive those scenes better, I would like to meet them. Don't dismiss so much.
人を化かすのが私たちの役目ですから。
Aren't teasing and deceiving a little bit different?
そうかな。私はどっちも似たようなものだと思うけど。
You're not being serious.
人生ゆるくいかなきゃ。
True. Well, maybe you're right. Working hard every day is also important, but I want to have time to relax. Relaxing without tension is very important and precious. By the way, how do you usually spend your time? Suddenly such words came out of my mouth. I was simply concerned about what she said about not spending our lives being so serious.
普段ね、家事っていう答えじゃダメだよね。
Besides housework, what else?
それ以外のことっていうとなんだろう。
I think there must be something else, right?
まあそうだけど。
Well then, aren't you playing like Shiro?
もう子供じゃないしね。そういうのはやらない主義。強いて言えば縁側でぼーっとしたり近くを散歩してるかな。
Go for a walk. Unlike Shiro, Kon is calm. If walking is her hobby, there is no reason to doubt her. She's calm but often teases me and I want her to knock it off. No, you don't. Hey, wanna go together?
今から散歩に？
Do you have anything to do?
別にそういうわけじゃないけど。
Come to think of it, the two of us have never taken a walk alone together before.
でも前に山菜採りに行ったよね。
That wasn't just a walk, it was to go picking, right?
どうなんだろう。
We don't have anything going on afterwards, of course. If you want, let's go, okay? Okay?
青ってそういうところだけは積極的だよね。
Hey, you were the one who was aggressive a second ago. What does that mean?
なんでもない。じゃあ行こっか。
Then she stood up and said she'd put something in a water bottle, disappearing off into the kitchen. I suddenly realized the cup of iced tea that I had been drinking was gone. Maybe she had taken it and left. Well, I also get ready. I mumbled to myself and stretched my back. Like... Oh my god, my back. Ah. The flowing wind shook the tree leaves. The sun was still strong, but the tree branches and leaves were natural curtains. Today it was really nice to have a breeze. Without it, I might not have asked her to go for a walk together. I heard only the sound of leaves and footsteps of two people. Footsteps, sand on sand, pebbles on pebbles. The pace was very slow. It's totally different than when I go for a walk with Shira.
ねえ、青。
Con, who was a little further ahead than me, suddenly spoke. What is it?
こうして散歩するのもなかなか悪くないよね。
She had her hands clasped together behind her back and turned to me. The sleeves and her shrine robe itself were dancing. While she walked backwards, she looked up at my face. You have to look ahead, it's dangerous, right?
大丈夫。そう簡単に転んだりしないから。それより聞いたことに答えてほしいな。
Question.
二人で散歩するのも悪くないよねって言ったでしょ？
You said walking like this is not too bad, right?
ああ、そうだったかな。
Yeah, you did. Evading. When I talked with her, I was never sure when she was kidding or when she was just pretending to be innocent. But I couldn't feel any malice there. Just simply think that she's enjoying the conversation with me. Well, I also think it's nice to take a walk with you. I'm enjoying it. If I have spare time, I'd like to do it every day. Why do you sound disgusted?
だって家事とかやらなくちゃいけないことは多いもの。毎日は無理だよ。
Ah, that's right.
でも、たまにならいいかな。今日みたいにのんびりした日なら。思ってたより、青と一緒に散歩するの楽しかったし。
That's because you usually take a walk by yourself, right?
それはちょっと違うかも。たまに妹とも散歩することはあったし、この道なんて飽きるほど歩いた。でも今日はなんだか新鮮で、何かが起こりそうな気がして、ワクワクしてて。
What do you mean?
なんでだろうね。
What do you mean by that? What's going to happen? The light from between the three gaps illuminated half of Con's face. Half looked like she felt worried about something, the other seemed to be expecting something. What does she expect? Unusually, she stared straight at my face. I was speechless from her harsh stare. Very speechless. It was the first time I saw such an expression on her face. Come to think of it.
なんてね、冗談。
Are you now?
新鮮なのは確かだけど、別にドキドキなんてしてないよ。
You hurt me now. You're not excited.
ああ、そうだったっけ。まあ、そうとも言うね。
I was speechless and couldn't say anything more. I just couldn't find the words.
ほんと、青はからかいがいがあるな。こればっかりは何度やっても飽きそうにないかな。
I'm good at them, easy to tease as well, to be honest. Well, look at it from my point of view.
あ、ヘビ、青大将だ。
Huh? Where? I honestly don't want to get bitten out here.
言ったそばから引っかかってる。
That was not funny. I hate snakes, damn it. Hey, again?
青はちょっと信じすぎ。今のはさすがに警戒されると思ってた。
No, it could really happen. It's dangerous around here. It's quite natural to see a snake or two out here in the forest. I mean, it's really dangerous if snakes come out, right? If you're bitten, it would be really serious.
多分私は噛まれることはないと思うけど、この辺りの動物のことはよく知ってるし。
That's not the problem. I just don't want you, as a girl, to come into danger. Hey, what? She quickly became stiff. I didn't see that line coming, huh? She stared at me with her amazing eyes. But it didn't last long.
そういう反撃の仕方で来ましたか。
No, what are you talking about? Go on.
なんでもない。ねえ、青、そこの木陰で休憩しよう。
That's why
喉が渇いちゃった。
I'm pouring water right now. Blindly, almost. Not really, but yeah. Okay, that's fine. Somehow I felt tricked. But whatever. She's a little capricious, so maybe she'll talk to me later. Lucky. Later, her and I drank iced tea while cooling down the shade. It felt the same as when we relaxed on the porch together, but slightly different than usual. It was a new iced tea party. Oh no, the cicadas. From somewhere I heard the sound of the cicadas. I know, whenever I hear cicadas anywhere, be it anime, be it VN, or whatever, I'm like, oh no. I instantly get Higurashi vibes, okay? So of course it said, oh no. I haven't played the game for. The sun will set soon and night is approaching. We should play Higurashi at some point, shouldn't we? Meanwhile, we're still taking a stroll. But I don't have all of the Higurashi chapters bought, so I'll not be starting it yet. Yeah, it'll be dark in about 30 minutes. Or something like that. With that, she started home. Yeah.
夕方はすぐに終わっちゃうから少しだけ苦手。この綺麗な夕焼けが一生続けばいいのになって。
I wasn't sure what she was getting at. I was wondering if she was just teasing me again.
やっぱり思っちゃうんだよね。ずっとこの時間が続けばいいのにってさ。
I think she's not talking about the sunset right now. Con, that's... She didn't want me to leave here. I thought exactly what I thought that she was thinking. I thought she was trying to say that. Although it might have just been a misunderstanding.
さて、雑談はこれで終わり。そろそろ家に帰らないと、きっと妹がお腹を空かせて待ってる。
The mood of the conversation quickly changed. Con stretched out and smiled.
ほら、どうしたの、青。ぼーっとしてると置いてっちゃうよ。
Yeah. She was a little further ahead than me, and I chased after her to catch up with her. He's like, I need to stay in this place. We're home! Shiro, what are you doing?
お腹すいたから、なるべく体力を使わないようにしてるの。
Oh, that's why she's lying down on the tatami mat. I didn't understand why she'd exclaim the way she did. Or I wasn't sure if it meant anything or not.
お姉ちゃんと青に、今までどこに行ってたの？
Just for a short walk.
長いお散歩だったね。どれくらいここで待ってたの？わかんない。でも夕方になる前くらいからここでずっと待ってる。お腹すいた。
Her stomach was growling terribly. It sounded like she was very hungry.
ごめんね。今すぐ夕飯の準備するから、もうちょっとだけ待てる？大丈夫。
Even if she said that, the full power of her stomach growl was not convincing at all.
じゃあ、私は台所で準備してくるから、待ってる間暇だったら、青に遊んでもらってて。そうすれば空腹も紛れると思うから。わかった。
As usual, there is no room for my will to intervene. I tried to say something, but when I thought to do that, all I could see was the back of her walking away. Furthermore, she seemed to be in a hurry. Maybe she's worried about you. She may deny it, but actually she's very good at taking care of Shiro. If not, she wouldn't be in such a hurry to rush back to the kitchen. I thought that you didn't have any strength because of hunger. Laughing, she pulled at the hem of my pants. The behavior is cute like a small animal. Well, what do you want to play, Shiro? Again? That means just running around the floor, right? Okay. I felt that the answer didn't match the question, but I was strangely somewhat convinced. Honestly, I don't believe it's the only thing that she can do, but it's bad to refuse her. I have to take care of Shiro properly now. Alright, well, let's play. Even though she's so hungry, she's very energetic. I'm not sure exactly, but maybe it's because of her age. I then began to play it with her. I'm not sure it's called play, but it's unexpectedly more fun than I had thought it would be. I want to forget the moment that Con saw us rolling around on the floor after she finished making dinner. I also thought that it was surreal, but I didn't want her to laugh loudly the way she did. Phew. I'm tired today too. When I came home, I lay down on the tatami floor. It's tough work for only 2 people. Now my grandparents on a trip, so it's just Shiro and I maintaining the mountainside. It makes me feel sorry for Shiro that she just helps with the garbage cleanup, which must not be interesting to her. Yeah. By the way, today the house is quiet. On the way back, Shiro went to play somewhere and Colin wasn't home. I don't have anything to do now, so maybe I'll go to the cool place? It's... Let her be. I thought I could relax and occupy the porch today, but apparently it seems there is an existing occupant. She was humming, and a big tub was underneath her. Both her smooth legs were immersed in the tub water. She kicked her legs back and forth, making nice splashing sounds. The light that reflected on the surface of the water, the splashing water and the wet legs. It sounded like I was lost in a world of comics or animation. It seemed a hackneyed way of saying, it's a very beautiful sight. I honestly felt so. Yeah. While I stared at her, she suddenly looked at me. Beck, what on earth are you doing here? She strongly clicked at the surface of the water a little. Splashes rose, wetting the garden. I thought I saw a small rainbow appear. Maybe, but it was only a glimpse, so could have just been my imagination. No, nothing. The aura of Cole was too wonderful and fantastic, so I couldn't stop staring at her. If I say that, maybe she'll tease me for at least 3 days. That's not what I want to happen. She didn't seem interested and returned to playing with the water. Water droplets bounced over and over, and the light reflected. With a slightly sinister smile on her face, she beckoned me. She said together, but this is... Well, I don't have the right to veto, do I? I thought so. It was an immediate reply. Anyway, I want to cool down here as well. Well then, I'll join you. Actually, is it better? Actually, today it's not. With those words, I sat down next to her, the light reflecting from the surface of the water, getting to my eyes. Sometimes I think you just see me as a partner to kid town with, right? Really? Judging from our past conversations, I think that it's a natural conclusion. She said that, but made a deep, meaningful expression on her face for a moment. I also had learned about her, so wouldn't react this time. If I said anything here, it could open another can of worms. Why suddenly? She showed me a rare and dry smile with a cat-like purr in her voice. To be honest, I thought it was a very cute gesture. However, as I knew her usual behavior and contrast, it was kind of strange.
なんちゃって、ちょっと接し方を変えてみただけ。
She quickly distanced herself from me.
こんな風に誘えば暇つぶし相手にしてないように見えるかなって思ったんだけど、どうかな。
That's the long way to do it.
素直になれないお年頃なので。
Yes, you can. You said it yourself.
まあそれはいいからさ、青も足を入れなよ。別に入場料を取ったりなんかしないから。
What should I do? She said all that. And also that I can put my feet in, but... No, thanks.
どうして？
Look, I worked in the mountains till a little while ago and my feet are dirty. It's built water, so I don't want to make it dirty.
なんか言い訳っぽい。
Actually, it was like an excuse. I thought that if I used the tub of her, I had to be in very close proximity to her, which would be amazing. Being too close makes me feel embarrassed or something. But more of it, this touching or not touching ambivalent distance is perfect for me now. I'll just watch you from nearby, so please cool down here as you like.
青がそうしたいなら別にいいけどね。
It seems that she's a little unsatisfied, but not angry. When I looked down, kicked the surface of the water. The water splashed onto me. It was a little cold, but I didn't complain. A tranquil, peaceful moment. The only sounds to be heard were that of the surface water being kicked and of the wind chimes. Even though she was talking a little while ago, she suddenly shut down, complicating the matters. I'll change the subject. You will bring a new subject. I mean, you didn't talk about anything right now. By the way. What a topic changer! By the way, it's hot today, isn't it?
人間ってなんで話題に困ったら決まって天気とか気温のことを話し出すんだろうね。
Because humans are dumb. And they need to talk about something for unknown reason. They can't shut up and spend time in quiet for some reason. I can. Anyway, I don't know, because it's relevant. I ignored her attempt to get under my skin and just continued talking.
芸がないにも程があるよね。気まずくなるとすぐにこの話題を持ち出すんだもん。
That's true. Maybe Con wants to disrespect me. Yeah, maybe. Although I want to say that, I just calmed myself down. Con, what do you want to say?
別に。これはただの世間話。
I see. That's okay. That's okay. If she keeps disrespecting me, I'll be upset.
でも何が言いたかったかあえて言うなら。
I have a bad feeling, so I don't want her to tell me.
ほんと青ってダメダメだよね。
Ow. My heart just got hurt. Really terrible. She labeled me as a really terrible man.
女の子相手に天気の話とかするなんて私以外なら怒って帰るレベルだと思うよ。
But what if I don't care about the others? Really? Anyone else but Con needs out. What? Wait a minute. It means you're fine if I talk about the weather, right?
まあそうなるかな。
I felt a little relieved. That's good.
でもそんな話をされてもあんまり楽しくないのは一緒だけどね。
That's true. So you mean it's not good? Well, I don't have a lot of experience with females. I thought I was being cool.
うわ、すごいため息。
Phew. Okay, whatever. Because you said depressing things. Sometimes I'm naive for my age. Especially when a cute girl like Con says something like that to me, I'll be shocked.
ごめん、言い過ぎた。青はダメダメなんかじゃないよ。
Really? That's good. Con didn't label me a really terrible man in the end.
青は別にダメなんかじゃない。
Yes. I feel better that you say that.
そうだよ。青は十分役に立つと思うよ。例えば
For example?
例えばそうね。
Gon said it, smiled and leaned her body slightly towards mine. The next moment I felt her noticeable wave on my shoulder. For a moment I didn't know what was happening. Hey, what are you doing? Then I noticed her head on my shoulder. One of her ears brushed my cheek, tickling it.
何言って青の肩を借りてるの。私眠くなっちゃったから。
Why do you lean on me just because you're sleepy?
何かまずいことでもあるの？
Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm gonna sneeze in a second, I think. When she's close to me like this, her smell makes me confused. What do you mean? When I look at her scantily concealing shrine robes, I can't stop my eyes from wandering. Her sleepy eyes are bewitching. It's hard to say for sure, but I have a serious situation on my hands.
青は私に離れてほしいの？せっかく青が役に立ってるのに。
Do I want you to go? But what did you say after that? I'm now helpful? How does that work?
青が役に立ってるって言ったの。私の枕としてだけど。
Nice. Pillow? She said I'm helpful, but just as a pillow. Well, maybe that's my status to her right now.
なんだか不満そうだね。
Because just a pillow.
何言ってるの？青。枕は重要だよ。枕で睡眠の質は全然変わってくるんだから。
That's true, but how did she know about all of these things? Maybe from a newspaper or something.
なんだかお日様みたいな匂いが。
That's a good smell. She's falling asleep. Her voice gradually became smaller. Is she seriously trying to sleep? Hey, if you sleep here, you'll catch a cold, right?
大丈夫。青が一緒だから。
That's not the reason why.
枕。これならぐっすり眠れそう。
Hey, God. Are you asleep? I ought to carry her to the bedroom before she fell asleep, but now it's impossible. If I try to forcibly move her, it seems that she's going to wake up. I don't know what she'll do if I wake her up. Maybe I won't lose my dinner tonight, but now that she's in charge of the meals in this house, I might find lizards in place of fried chicken. Yeah, she's sleeping comfortably. Her peaceful sleeping face was totally different than her usual mischievous smile and innocent expression. I wish she was always like this. What are you talking about? She's great. I was wondering how she'd be if she wasn't her usual playful sly self or didn't act so precocious. Well, actually I might not be satisfied. So it's fine now. Somehow I'm looking forward to her jest. Well, what to do? It's alright to keep being a pillow like this. She said that I was helpful as a pillow, so let's show off its mission. What? Are you awake? Maybe she didn't wake up. So that means she's just talking in her sleep. Okay. Sleep here. It means I should also lean on her and go to sleep, right? Well, okay. Anyway, she won't wake up for a while. There is still time before dinner. Until then, we can sleep for a while. I'll leave my body on her gently so she wouldn't wake up. Yeah, good night, Con. While saying that, I also slowly closed my eyelids. Soon consciousness began to fade and I departed for the dreamland in less than a few minutes. What's that? A melody, somewhat like a nostalgic folk song. This song, by the way. Huh? When I opened my eyes, an orange light flashed in them. Next thing I knew, it was evening. She looked at me. I had just woken up, so my vision was blurry. And my head as well. Hey, how long did I sleep? I see. She had fallen asleep first, so of course she didn't know. It seems that my brain isn't working at the moment. By the way, before I woke up, were you humming something? What song was that? It's unusual to hear you humming, but it's a nice melody. I don't know how I feel about that. It's too sad, don't you think? Frightening. Kidding. I was seriously considering an exorcism when I returned to the city. Then, if it's just a joke, what is the real story? Okay. Oh, she was. Okay, so what's the song really about? From far away, we heard Shira's voice. Maybe she's just rolling around to the floor in hunger like yesterday. It's okay, it's okay. She suddenly stood up and turned her eyes toward the dining room. And tried to leave in a hurry. Hey, aren't you gonna tell me the meaning of the song? With that, she left. Only the tub of water and I remained there. Well, there is still time before dinner. Well, I clean up around here. I decided to take the care of the tub which she had left behind. When I came back from the mountain work today... It's the next day! Again! Okay guys, you know what? We'll end the episode here. We'll go back and we'll start this day tomorrow. Which means I'll actually record still today. Anyway, for now, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.